Now you know how I feel about original characters. Hey, what's up, nerd fam? This is your boy Gershon, and I want to welcome you to Into the Nerd. So whether you love anime, manga, comic books, or all three, you might find something really cool on this channel. So make sure if you like the video, like it, and subscribe to the channel so you can get some more content. Now, I know if you've watched the channel before, you might have heard me talk about original black characters in comics, you know, like Marvel, DC, Image, Valiant, Vertigo, and so on and so forth. But today I want to talk about original black characters in graphic novels because there are tons, and I'm reading a ton of them right now. And what's really cool about them is that they're inexpensive, but they need your support to keep them going. One of the things about wanting original black characters in any of these types of media is that a lot of times we talk about it, but we don't actually put money behind it. And if you don't put money behind it, it doesn't go anywhere. So I wanted to show you some graphic novels you don't know about, so you can go out there, buy them, keep them going, and perhaps this could get attention in mainstream media if they see how much money it's making, and this type of stuff could be what we see on the big screen or on your nearest streaming network, right? So let's just get right into that. The first book is Magi. It follows Elijah Alexander. He's a assistant district attorney, loves media, loves the attention on his cases, but he finds out he's not even human. Like, he's part of like a whole clan of people who's supposed to pretty much protect Earth, and another member of his race just killing a whole bunch of the other Magi as well. So it's time for him to stop him from destroying the world. But he also has to decide, does he want to do that, or does he want to keep on, you know, being assistant district attorney? It's cool, that internal conflict. Like, do I choose myself in my personal gain or the world? It's good, it's nuanced, and we need more characters like this. He also knows like pretty much every form of martial art because of the powers, and also has like an ankh that turns into whatever weapon that he needed. So he's visually appealing, and it'll be awesome for a show. Honestly, I think this would be really cool. Definitely pick this up. The next is a book called Excellence, which is about Spencer Dale, who is a young man. He's born into like a society of black magicians. Like, it's just like a lineal thing, and they have to pretty much better people's lives that are not their own. They use their powers for other people to better the world. And right now, he's obviously born in modern times, and he sees a system in need to change. So he's like, how can I use my powers for that? It's pretty cool, very powerful, has a lot of metaphors in it. And what I really like about it is when it comes to like magical things, magical shows, you don't see large like amounts of black people. Usually might be one or two sprinkled here and there, but that'll be it. And I love to see this. I love to see it done in like a non-stereotypical way or a tokenized way. Like, this is awesome. I mean, there's some shows that handle it all right, like a show called Motherhood Fort Salem, but even then, we're talking about like, gee, there's little sprinkles. Like, we're talking about his entire family, and other families are also involved in this, which are also black, and that's awesome. That's awesome. So please pick Excellence up. Next graphic novel is Malaika Warrior Queen. It's a historical fiction type of thing, right? Which is really cool, especially because the main character is not just a queen, but she's like the war commander. She's a leader of an entire people, which is awesome to see. Not just a woman, but like they have a black woman playing that, because it's a nuanced role. Sometimes they just do one or the other. She also, not only is she fierce, but she has like her quiet, tender moments as well. So you see like a whole spectrum of emotion when it comes to her. When she has to be vicious, you see it quite a bit in here. It also takes place in the same universe as another graphic novel called Exo, which is about like a gentleman who gets like a exosuit from his father, who made it in a place called Lagoon City, which is like a fictional Lagos, Nigeria, like a futuristic version of that. So yeah, pretty awesome. Like, I think so, kind of like a 2-for-1 in this part right here. But yes, focus on the Malaika Warrior Queen. And that's definitely something that I feel like should be in live action. Being able to see a type of figure in mainstream media is important, but go pick it up. Once again, not expensive. We have to support this. Now, this one is one of my favorites. It's called Bitterroot. It's about a black family that specializes in pretty much hunting down anything that's supernatural. What I really love about this is being able to see an entire black family doing something like that, similar to what I felt about Excellence, but this is like ghost hunters and monster hunters and stuff like that. And it's not done in like a stereotypical way, and it's made to have all the characters be extremely different from each other, even though they're family, even to show them disagree, because some of their family, well, a lot of their family actually gets killed by a tragedy, and the remaining members of the family, you know, kind of looking at each other funny. They don't agree based on the methods of which they choose to do what they want to do, but they persevere anyway, and they have to fight this brand new threat. They have to unite to fight this brand new threat. This is something that could definitely be on like Netflix or Hulu or whatever like that. I think it'd be awesome, especially because of all the different characters. It would give a lot of actors some pretty cool jobs, especially some up and coming ones. So yeah, let's once again support Bitterroot because it's awesome and it's great to see, I'll say, Black characters in a different light. Another cool read would be Omni. It's about a doctor who develops superpowers to pretty much think at the speed of light. She becomes part of the Ignited, which is this book's way of saying people with superpowers. And she actually has the ability to conceive or really to understand really what's happening in the world. So other people who are developing powers in the world, she's helping them like cope and deal with it, which is awesome. And she also uses her powers obviously as a doctor, right? This is cool because once again, female lead, Black woman, and super intelligent, and being able to use her powers and implement her intelligence in ways that you might not have got a chance to see in like mainstream media. So I love it. Also tons of cool scenes in here, great art and awesome writing. So once again, support Omni, see how much it is right there. Let's get it done. Let's make sure we see this be successful. The last one I want to talk about is Dusu, Path of the Ancient. Now, this one gets me because it is fantasy, and it's about like a character, lead Black character, who is literally raised by elves, and he has like a hidden power. It pretty much has him channel like the Path of the Leopard. I don't want to give away too much, but it's awesome. It's fantasy, and once again, it makes a lead Black character magical and deal with other like magical beings, which is funny because, you know, looking at things like Lord of the Rings and Dragon and all these other fantasy shows and stuff, and you always wonder, they managed to make an entire Earth without any Black characters. And if any one of you says the orc, we're gonna have a problem. Because stop that. I've heard that before. Stop. It's not right. It's not right. Okay, but this is great to see, and also the main character isn't even the strongest character in there. Like, he has like other brothers and stuff like that that are stronger than he is, but it's still about the challenge. It's still the challenge of like, it's almost like a metaphor for him becoming a man as well. So I just want you to read it. So once again, Dusu, Path of the Ancient, and where to get it should be right down there. So let's make sure we do this. Now, one of the reasons why I thought this was really important to talk about is to make sure that we are giving a spotlight to people who don't really have the reach, like, you know, Marvel and DC, like I said in the beginning. And I think in order for any of these things to really become successful, and for other people to really understand how important these characters are and why it's cool to not just have like race swaps, but really nuanced characters that people in these books that I've read, they put their heart and soul into making these characters what they are. So why not put that out there? I've heard tons of people, you know, support the other stuff by saying, well, if we just switch the race of the characters, it gives them more roles. We could also adapt stuff like this. Stuff like this also gives people more roles. You put these original characters right there, like, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. And it gives credit to these writers, these artists, and all the upcoming talent. So let's do it. Let's work together. Let's put our money where our mouths are and support all of this art. So remember, keep on watching shows, keep on reading all these comics. Remember also supporting all of them. But please don't forget to enter the nerd.